to Indie Music Live. This is episode 70 with featured artist Paper Nautilus and music from Eliza Sayers and World5. We're triple streaming to Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook Live, so please share this out. And now, welcome your hosts, Mr. David Werba and JoeJoeKeys. Indie Music Live, episode 70 episodes we've done. This is the last show that we're going to be doing. 2 shows. We're actually going to combine both shows next week. And I'm still sitting here with Mr. David. I don't have a good nickname for you tonight. Werba.
That's all right, man. You know, it's probably better that you don't throw some horrible joke in there.
Yeah, I know.
But no, it's all right, man. No, I'm feeling good tonight. We got a rock solid band as a featured artist that's coming up pretty soon. Website updates. We just got an unsolicited review from Death by Platify.
Testimonial.
Testimonial, yeah. So it always makes our nipples erect when we get a testimonial. I want to tell people that it's very exciting. Yeah, it's very exciting for us. Quick Musicoin thing. Musicoin guys are in Canadian Music Week right now, and so they might be doing some live streams, but yeah, also just updated the banner on the indiemusicplus.com website. Quick and easy way for artists to just start checking it out. That's it, man.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm excited about the music coins. I've been getting into the, a little bit more into the cryptocurrency. I've known about it for a long time, but I haven't jumped in, and it's pretty exciting where it is and where it's come from and what it's doing. There's always the people that are like, naysayers and stuff like that. I necessarily don't think it's going to solve everything or anything like that, but it's pretty cool to be, not connected to the banks. And what I'm really doing it for is to avoid all of the processing fees and shit like that.
Yeah, man. Joe, actually, you found an awesome video just about the blockchain in general. And maybe we'll do a blog post on that just so people can kind of understand. It's like 20-30 minutes. It's actually a TEDx conference talk. And the blockchain, it's not just about music. It's just, any type of industry that uses that technology to, it's decentralized. It's, there's no intermediaries, with all this stuff, and it's no people dipping their hand in the pots of the business that exists right now when you use credit card processors and big banks and merchants and all that stuff. There's a dozen different people start dipping their hand in the pot to take their little percentage of every piece of revenue, and with the blockchain that stuff goes away.
So on the new show, we'll focus on that. New show, we're gonna have music news, we're gonna have indie music reporters, we're gonna have some featured artists, we're gonna have reviews, reviews, the roundtable aspect as well. So we'll probably focus on one of the first episodes that I want to focus on, though, as far as that kind of stuff is one of the first ones that we do. So let me welcome some people in. We got Kay Gaston. That's Kay Soul to all of you. She's coming out with a new song soon that hopefully we're going to be able to premiere here on Indie Music Live. Kay, I got your song. I just haven't had a chance to get back to you about it, but I've been thinking about it. Derek Braxton's in the house. Michael Perry, Fletch Towle, who's going to be on the show next week as well, is also in the house. And he says hello. Michael Brian Joseph says, does anyone see or hear anything being broadcasted? Yes, we are here, my friend. We are here. You might want to refresh. Sometimes I have trouble seeing Facebook Live videos on Chromecast, or on Chrome. So anyway, thanks for sharing out the video. Let's go ahead and get some music. Again, this is the last double header we're doing. We're going to be combining our shows into one big hour of triple the fun, and more guests, more action. But let's first listen to a cover song of Earth, Wind, Fire. This is one of the more recent reviews that come out on the site, and this is the band called 3D Rhythm of Life with their cover song called Fantasy.
I think
you love live TV? That actually was our featured artist. That was not World5. I've been confused all week. Is it World5 or is it 3D Rhythm of Life? I'm not really sure, but
two different bands, man.
I don't think so. I think it's the same band. Like you'll see if you ever had to do what I have to do to find bands. And
no, I know it's hard, but you know what we're gonna.
It's not easy. So
no,
that
we
was
did.
totally
Yeah.
it's fun. I'm laughing on the inside right now. Rob's just loving it. Rob's having such a good time with it. I thought I changed the name to it. I'm sorry, my fault. I'll take complete blame for it. Anyway, we're gonna bring in our featured artist of the week. This is this is gonna be the last like featured artist on the double wide show here. Next week we're gonna be combining everything. But this band, we had a review of them on the website recently, and they're so good. They're from New York City. I believe it's Long Island, right, guys?
Yep.
And their take on music and what they're doing as far as the theme is really interesting. As far as their name, if you look it up, Paper Nautilus, I'm going to let them just explain a little bit. And then normally we'd go and we would listen to their song, which was Pacific Street that we just listened to. But we're not going to do that because we just listened to the song. So guys, sorry about all the confusion. Thanks for hanging out with us.
How's it going?
So why don't we introduce yourselves and then tell us, whoever wants to, tell us about the name Paper Nautilus and your guys' kind of take and view on what you're doing with music in that sense.
Okay. Hi, I'm John. I played bass. I'm Will. I play guitar and I sing. I'm Joe. I play guitar and I sing.
And I'm Dan and I play drums, and that's it.
Yeah, we're huge Earth, Wind, and Fire fans. So
yeah, let's mash it all together. Yeah.
It's huge influence by them. So anyway, our band name, Paper Nautilus, it's actually a funny story. We were searching for a band name for a while, and for a bit we were going with the name Warhawk, which three-quarters of us really liked, but
Warhawk.
Yeah, so that didn't stick. And then my sister was actually going through some oceanography book, looking at species, and she came across Paper Nautilus. She's like, "Oh, this would be a really cool band name," and we were sold from there. That was good.
It is cool. It is cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's been working for us too, in terms of, we pull a lot of influence from nature and the ocean, obviously. So it definitely works on multiple levels. Grew up on Long Island, so the ocean's a huge influence on us. So a marine animal, I think, is
I thought that was interesting.
The Nautilus part. Only fitting to be our band name. Yeah.
Cool. So this is when we'd have you introduce your song Pacific Street. But we're just going to go ahead and get deeper with Dave.
Oh, God. Yeah, it gets deeper with Dave.
Hopefully
deeper with Dave. Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by.
All right, guys.
Hey.
It's kind of funny. You all cracked open a beer like 20 minutes ago, and you're all on your third already. Yes. Like at the same pace too. It's pretty interesting.
Someone's counting at least.
All right, so what we did not chat about before the show was some of your influences, man. So like, let's kind of do like a rapid fire because we got John, Will, Joe, and Dan. I'll play, we got bass, drums, guitars, mixed. Why don't you like give like three bands that have influenced you in your playing style, just like rapid fire across the board, starting with John.
All right, I like the Chili Peppers, Cody and Cambria, and I would say Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Oceana, the hardcore band, not the deathcore band. Taking Back Sunday and Thrice.
Oh wow! All right,
three huge ones right there.
For me, definitely Mars Volta, Circa Survive, and Death Cab for Cutie.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. Mine are definitely Nirvana first, then Foo Fighters, and then
another Dave Grohl band.
Just don't
only Dave Eric Queen.
Yeah, well, maybe the Stone Age or them Crooked Vultures.
The 3 Dave bands.
Yeah, 3 Dave
So, man, all right, guys, look at that. No, that's interesting, man. You got 4 guys. You named like 12 different bands, and you mash it all together, and that's what created Paper Nautilus. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what one
None
thing.
of us said brand new.
None of us said brand new.
Well, that's like our main. Like,
yeah, that's our common denominator.
Yeah, brand new and Taking Back Sunday.
We all love the same stuff, but you know, I'm more of the grunge guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, especially in John's bass playing, you can hear like the Flea influences, and I feel like in my guitar solos or just in my guitar passages alone, I channel a lot of Tepe from Thrice. I mean, he's like one of my favorite guitarists of all time.
No, Will, that's a good point, because I see I see how John and Dan kind of blend together, and it seems like there's like a grunge overlap in their influences. So I heard that, man. But then you bring in the guitars, and that's when it kind of gets harder. It kind of goes like harder than grunge, and starts to kind of define its, a new style there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, with different guitars, dude, it's a different sound. It's almost like that. You kind of brought it to a specific level with your playing style. But we're also talking before the show just about like the hard rock. My critique on this was I thought the vocals were a little quiet, but in your other songs, you said they kind of come forward more, and you've kind of given you've given carte blanche to your producer and your engineer to kind of mix it in the way that he feels is best for your sound.
Right.
But talk a little about just the whole like engineering and the mixing process. Are you all just like you're all in a room, you're all just kind of like piping in your comments? Is that kind of how it works?
This is the room. This is the room where everything except for the drums was recorded.
Yeah, drums are recorded
in here. And you can't see it, but we have like some nice amps in here and really good effects. So a lot of it took place in here. We actually recorded drums at his house.
In the basement.
Good acoustics down there, believe it or not. Yeah. But using this like kind of like room thing, the way we want to go with our full length album is we plan on it, and we're not just planning on it, we're going to do it. Yeah. Because there's no excuse at this point. We want to record an album on location, on the east end of Long Island, on the South Fork and the North Fork, in actual houses, and we want to use natural reverbs. And
oh, no shit, that's cool. That's like, you know what, that's almost Dave Grohl-esque. He had kind of a project that he did. He kind of created his album on the road in different studios.
Yes, we want to record
that's a documentary
album.
Yeah,
like the wind and like actual elements from
we want to we want to really pull from the environment, and we obviously want to do it in the off season too, so it'll be quieter and there'll be less people around too. So it's going to be a more
cheaper,
well, obviously cheaper. I mean, that's the number
well,
one.
yeah. I mean, you guys talked about indie budget, which is most often basically no budget. It's basically nothing. But you said you guys are proud of this record. I mean, and I would be. If you have basically no money to work with, and you create a great sound, which is enough to start getting you shows.
Thank you.
And to start booking tours. If you're achieving that, then you're making it happen.
Yeah.
And that. But aside from that, the next album, like what's like the next year or two looking for you guys? Do you want to just hit the road more, or do you want to kind of stay regional?
I think right now,
festival.
Yeah, we like to obviously get more regional stuff right now. We're hoping to play Montauk Music Festival coming up and Great South Bay Music Festival. Fingers crossed. Everybody pray for us, please. But we definitely like to get out there more. Whereas right now, East Coast tour, I think we're going to be shooting for early to mid fall to sit down and really record this album. We've been writing now for almost a year. To fill out, an 8 or 9 song single side of a double LP.
Yeah.
So we're hoping for 18 songs in total, which is
oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it's ambitious, but Danny and me have been playing music together for, I don't even know, 12 years now or something like that. We have so many ideas backlogged in our brains that we're just waiting to bring it out.
Yep.
And you two have been playing music for
8-9 years now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's these two groups of friends, me and Patty,
Yeah.
and John and Joe came together. We
Yeah,
formed
so
one group.
yeah, it's
From
funny.
former bands.
You made
know,
the,
just
you
like-
made the connection between
Yeah.
these two, but it's really these two.
Yeah.
We've been playing each other forever.
All right, guys. Cheers, man. Cheers to you guys. Joe, come on back, brother.
All right, guys. So, yeah, that was good stuff. So we're gonna wrap it up with you guys because this show only goes about 30 minutes. But what I'd like for you to do is if you could just let everybody know where we can find your music. And I want to let everybody know real quick. I figured out the problem, so we're gonna listen to the song that I meant to listen to earlier after this. So, guys,
No.
so let us know where we can find your music if you're playing around town or anything like that in the near future.
Yeah, so I think
Social media shout outs, anything?
Yeah, Danny's our social media guy.
Yeah, I'm the manager on all that stuff. So we have a Twitter, P-Not-L-I, is Twitter. Instagram,
Yeah, I saw that. That's nice.
yeah. The Instagram is Paper
Nautilus,
L-I-N-Y.
L-I-N-Y, and then we have
Facebook,
Paper Nautilus,
L-I-N-Y.
L-I-N-Y.
The tag.
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. EPs up there.
Reverb Nation.
Yeah, Reverb Nation.
All the usuals.
And then our next show
SoundCloud.
is April 26th.
Next Wednesday.
In the East Village, New York City,
Yeah,
at Niagara.
a place called Niagara.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
next week.
So basically a Google search for Paper Nautilus
You're gonna
and
get
people
every
will find you.
social media thing. Yeah.
Well, you'll get the Argonaut actually.
yeah, you'll get the Wikipedia page.
yeah,
You'll probably get a Wikipedia page of an
Yeah,
ass.
well, that's the thing about because what exactly? I mean, we didn't really get into what a Paper Nautilus was. We're out of time, but if everybody just Googles Paper Nautilus, you're not going to find the band necessarily because it's
This isn't a
Nah,
science.
you're
This
gonna
isn't a
find a
science
sea creature.
very
podcast.
I would suggest going to Facebook, typing in Paper Nautilus, and then looking for the band Paper Nautilus and not the page Paper Nautilus. That's like something else. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hate to cut you off.
Man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Don't be strangers. We'd love to have you back on the show. We're changing our format and stuff, and next week, so we're gonna hopefully have you back in the near future. So don't be strangers, okay?
Yeah, of
Awesome.
course.
Yeah, no
Thank you, man. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. I appreciate it.
Cool. All right, guys. So I figured out what the problem was. I was totally confused on what was going on. I don't even know who I am tonight, to be honest with you. So Rob, World5, they are two different bands. I don't know
Joe?
why I got so confused on what that was, but
Your name is Joe Schnitsky,
my
right?
name is Joe Schmidtke. So let's go ahead and listen to World5, Heartbeat of the World.
I want to hear this.
It's in there, Rob. It's in there. It's at the bottom. World5. It was actually the graphic that we played.
They tell you pulse is weak, but you know they are wrong. It's time to
right, so that was the song I originally meant to play in the beginning. I totally called them different. I totally messed up tonight. Rob, that was mostly my fault. Just so you know, because I had two different names of the same different band, and I thought that was I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, that band was World5 with their song "Heartbeat of the World." And this band, dude, I was going through submissions, free submissions on the website, trying to get ahead and get music lined up for the shows. And this band, woo, love it. I hear a lot of Phil Collins,
some in there,
yeah, 80s galore, man, but good 80s, like, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, we got some positive reviews on this tune in the comments, which, I mean, Joe, you love it. You know who comes, the first band that came to mind, Joe, was Traverse Town.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, did you hear it? It's just that like positive, uplifting sound.
Well, Stacy Lynn was wondering if they were a Christian band. I really have no idea.
Wow, that was my comment. I was gonna say it's like there's this like positive like Christian rock type of influence going on here. All the lyrics are about like just positivity and world peace and just just all good stuff. So that would be a question I have, just like I did with Traverse Town of this band, is like what's his influence? Is this Christian rock, or is he just like a positive person and that's what he likes to sing about? But with Traverse Town, the production was much better to me. Like this one, there's some weird stuff in this, Joe. I don't know if you heard that with the cymbals. Like there was like
funny.
There was like
Let's just said the drum track sounds canned. I don't know. I didn't really notice that. I didn't listen to it over and over again or anything. I just listened to it enough to.
Canned in it, yeah. There was like, if you just listen through and you focus only on the cymbals, you hear like there's like a phaser effect on the cymbals, and they kind of like get washed out. It's kind of a strange mix, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of odd, I guess. Like it didn't resonate totally with me. Like you listen to this tune, which is reminding me of Traverse Town. You go listen to Traverse Town, it's just like it's wider and it's cleaner, and to me there's a couple issues just with the engineering on this, but as a song, like the rhythm section was totally solid, great voice. It was just some like mixing tweaks I would do on this, but
cool. All right, well, for time's sake, let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to get this song right. This is a girl by the name of Eliza Sayers, and we're going to listen to her song, Pillar of Salt, on Indie Music Live, episode 70. We got the roundtable coming up right after this.
Pillar of salt, pour down my wounds, make me feel whole. Tell me the truth. Pillar of salt, press down my scars. Show me the hiding, the pain in the dark. Digging deeper, love a little longer, you'll find your answers there. Take my sunshine, please don't lock me in your pillar of salt. Look at my cuts, tell me, is it real? Your pillar of salt. Pillar of salt, caress my bruise. It doesn't matter if it's blazed by you. Pillar of salt, bless.
Pillar of song we're gonna play on Indie Music Live as it is, as we know it today, until next week. So I just wanted to say that. That was Eliza Sayers. What you had some thoughts on this, Dave?
Oh, I got a bunch, man. This is there's just like a seedling of greatness going on here. So, I mean, first, there's a couple references that just jumped out clear as day. Edie Brickell and New Bohemians. Goes back about
Florence.
Yeah, Florence and the Machine. Yeah, Edie Brickell. But we're going back 30 years. I mean, it doesn't feel 30 years old, Edie Brickell. But I hear that in her voice. Edie Brickell is a really kind of unique, recognizable voice. When you hear it, it's like, oh, Edie Brickell. And so Eliza, yeah, it kind of has that flavor to it. Like, really, I loved her voice, man. And I think there's this thing could, I mean,
one thing I forgot to mention too, Becky, thanks for putting it in the comments. I forgot this about her. She's only 16.
No shit. Holy cow.
Yeah,
she has like definitely a mature voice, but aside from Edie Brickell, which producer Rob Hicks mentioned as well, here's the big one, dude, the Sundays. Oh, you gotta mention the Sundays here. So if Eliza's listening to this and for some strange reason she's never heard the Sundays, man, Eliza, go listen to the Sundays, because not just not just for the overall sound, but man, the guitars, because that's what's missing here, man. The guitars are thin, and if you're gonna have drums, I didn't really hear much bass at all. So like, if you're gonna have acoustics and drums, you gotta have bass in there. You got to. I mean, that's my opinion, but I'm pretty strong on that one. That's what's missing. Listen to the Sundays and the panning and the quality of the acoustics, and you keep the vocals and the drums here, and that's just a whole new world. And that's what I see with this artist, is going to that production level, and that I think she just like jumps like 10 levels up in what she's doing. Like, that's it to me, man. Like, because awesome voice, awesome songs, just I think this is going places. This is really going places, Joe.
Yeah, I liked it too, and that's why I put it on the show. It's good stuff. So yeah, I mean, well, we have a lot of comments on this song. By the way, I want to say hi to Bobby Stamps, Lincoln, I got your call, man. I just didn't have a chance to get you back today. You called me when I was sleeping. Stacy Lynn's here, Fletch Towel, got all some good comments going on. Yeah, it'd be exciting to see this girl grow. She's good. So Becky, I'm assuming that you are her mother or related to her somehow. So thanks for submitting the music, and feel free to keep submitting music to us. And if we like it, we'll play it. We're going to wrap up tonight's show and head over to the round table. About 10:30, we're going to be jumping in. And tonight we're hanging out with Selah and David from past featured artists out of Eden. Automatic
Eden, yeah.
And I got too many bands in my head. And Loopy was supposed to be here, but he is under the weather today, so he won't be joining us. And hopefully we're going to see some Be Easy. We missed him last week due to some technical difficulties. So Allison, everybody, thank you for joining us. And any last words tonight, Mr. Don't have a nickname for you tonight, Werba?
No, that's it, man. Let's get to the round table. Should be fun.
As always, thank you to Robert Hicks and Enlightened Audiovisual for keeping us looking good. Look at those graphics tonight. It's nice and clean and clear, and I'm loving it. So anyway, catch you at the round table, guys. Dudes, chicks, others.